Hello, this is Talamir, and welcome to another repair video. On this one, we're working on an iPhone. This is an oldie, an iPhone 6s Plus. So here's the creature right here. Now, when I'm working on one of these, any iPhone that is being requested to have a port replacement, the first thing I do, actually there's a couple things I gotta do. First, you want to go and test to see what kind of amperage is coming out of this. So here's my amperage reader, and I'm just going to stick it up my USB extender. Let's see what's going on with it. Plug it on in. You see you got no amperage going into that. None at all. Now I'm wiggling it around. I can see that it's not getting anything. In fact, it turned off on its own there. Try plugging it in again. No, nothing. Absolutely nothing. It is not pulling any charge whatsoever. Try that again. Sometimes this even happens if there's a short. So it's not getting anything. The connection right there is very snug at the end, which is great to see. It's a strong indicator that the port itself seems to be okay. The next thing we're going to do is just look inside and take a look and see if there's any damage to the port itself. So I've got a super cheap microscope that I use. Just take it off its base, then you can look on inside there and see what's going on. So I'm trying to look at the pins on the inside there, focusing on them there, right there, and one pin there looks like it's a little flatter than the others, and theirs looks like another flat pin, and they're all kind of on the dirty side. Now this may be, maybe the pins are just dirty. This would be just a really quick cleaning. I don't see any damaged pins, but sometimes when these ports get really, really bad, the pins themselves get so flattened down that they're no longer making a connection, and that's when you need to do a port replacement. But the thing is with these is that port replacement is a lot of work, so we're going to try to clean it first. Now, I didn't really see a whole lot of junk inside here, but basically what I like to do is I just find the pins. The pins are on the top, and we're going to go in there, make sure that you're scraping down on the bottom to get rid of any fluff. There is nothing in there for fluff. It's quite clean. There's a little bit of fluff. And I'm just taking my tweezers here, and I'm just going up and down across those pins on the bottom there. And I got them squished together. I'm just trying to see if there's anything that I can scrape off the pins themselves. In this situation, I wouldn't usually do this if I knew that the port is completely functional. Like, for example, if I was cleaning the port, because this can sometimes bend the pins. And if you bend the pins, you're definitely going to need to change out the charge port. I just want to see whether or not any corrosion or something like that on the pins themselves. Okay. Didn't do a whole lot, but let's try again. And I do not charge anywhere near as much for a charge port cleaning as I do with doing a full charge port replacement. It is quite the ordeal to do a charge port replacement, as you got to take apart the entire phone. So yeah, it's not taking a charge still. Now there's another thing that can cause that is the battery being so flat that it cannot take a charge, and we're going to test for that as well. So this bit of an exploratory video, really. Now I'm noticing that this is up just a speck. Is there still a seal? If there is no seal, I highly doubt that I was the one that did this repair in the past, because I always like to make sure it's got a good seal. And this feels like it doesn't have any seal at all. Yeah, this doesn't have much of a seal going on it. No seal. How about that? Now I'm seeing it's got an Amp-Centrix battery in there, which indicates that it has had a new battery installed. All I'm trying to do here is figure out if there's anything wrong with that port. So I've plugged that in. Let's see if I can turn it on. Not getting anything. Let's check how much power that battery's got going in it. Need the right daughter board first. So we'll test this one first. Right here. How much power? It's acting really weird, but that's fine. It has absolutely no charge in it, and that is why it wasn't turning on. With this one, how about this battery? What has it got going in it? 0% battery as well in that one. Okay, I found one of my batteries here, one of my new batteries that has a little bit of a charge. It's got 28%. Let's try that one. Great thing about the 6S and the 6S Plus is that the battery is the same, like the connector, so you can use them interchangeably. There we go. Anything here, please just turn on. That makes me so happy to see. At least it turns on. Sometimes the reason why the phone won't turn on in the first place is because it has a short in it and may not even accept a charge. Still 0 charge, has a good battery, guaranteed that the issue is related to the charge port. We got to replace the charge port. I am very unhappy about this outcome. That sucks, but at least it turns on. So this is officially an iPhone 6S Plus charge port replacement we're going to be doing. Now with the screen already up, that needs to be removed. I don't know why that plate is missing, but there should be a plate here that covers over the charge port. I need to take all the way up to here. I'm going to take out all these bits as well. And I can't really call this a tutorial because for the 6S Plus, I've never actually done the charge port replacement before. But from what we can see here, here's your charge port, and it goes up to here. So you can see right along here that there are screws that need to be taken out of there as well. And oh, there's a screw right here that holds down the tap deck right here and here. This is gonna be fiddly. I'm going to start from the bottom left and work my way over. There's a screw hidden down here. I wonder if that's, I mean, like, there's only one way to get to it is to disconnect it, like the whole speaker. So this needs to come out. That right there, that antenna needs to be popped up as well. And I need to disconnect this as well. What the heck? Let's test that again. That felt loose. You know? I don't recall popping that up. You see that? The connector was loose. So this shield not being here, when he dropped his phone and he broke this screen, it likely popped up that connector and it resulted in, well, obviously no power. It was not working. That shows just how important it is to go in and have shields on. So I'm going to look through my supplies and see if I have an extra shield floating around. So we got to throw those screws back in. Okay, we have the phone back together. Let's look for a shield. I got lots of shields from phones. Let's see if there's anything that'll fit. Fits very well. And that's why I keep all my shields from dead phones. Never know when you might need one. I don't have a 6S Plus new adhesive to put on this. The one that's still on there is sticky, so it should hold it in place. You keep in mind that also the 8s and down were never stated to be water resistant, and the screen's broken, so I mean, if this gets contact with water, there's nothing going to stop it regardless. Yeah, I'm looking through my pile. I've got 6S's. I've got a whole bunch of 8s, and I've got a bunch of 11s as well, like whole boxes of them. But nothing for a 6S Plus. I just don't work on these very often. So we're just going to have to work with what we've got. Now I could glue this down. I do have some E8000 glue. But honestly, that stuff will not do as good of a job as the adhesive. Like, you've got all along here the adhesive exists. At the bottom there's adhesive. The Bottom and the top. I think there's adhesive at the top. There's none at the bottom. So maybe I'll add a little bit of adhesive to the bottom, if nothing else. I'll do that once I'm ready to close it all up. So now I've got that on, the screen's connected, we can reconnect the battery. Great. And put that shield on. I've got everything all together. Let's do a test. Let's make sure that it is still functioning properly. There you go, there's that battery symbol. As you can see, it is charging. I'm going to put it back together. I'm going to add a little bit of glue to the bottom and anywhere where there isn't any shielding. Maybe I might even rub a little bit of a Q-tip along there just to make sure that that adhesive is good and clean. But that really is all there is to this video. So if you guys like the video, please do leave a like, and if you want to see more of my stuff, subscribe. I'll see you guys all in another video. Bye.